What if I told you that unlocking your Pi balance might be easier than you think, but only if you know the hidden method Pi core team just rolled out? Thousands are waking up to a new update that could fast-track your KYC and mainnet transfer. But here's the catch. Some early adopters are trying to keep it under wraps. Why? Because the fewer people who unlock their Pi, the bigger their slice of the pie. Stay with me, because today I'm going to reveal the secret KYC synchronization button that Pi Network just released. I'll show you exactly how over 200,000 pioneers migrated to mainnet in a single day using this new method. Plus, I'll expose why the whales are spreading fear about Pi Network while they're secretly accumulating behind the scenes. If you've been mining Pi for years and you're frustrated with the KYC process, this video will change everything for you. I'll answer all your burning questions. How does the new sync button work? Why are 18 million people already KYC approved? And most importantly, how close are we to the open network launch that could send Pi to the moon? Let's now take my time greet and welcoming all my incredible pioneer to the channel, where we dive deep into the Pi Network developments that matter most. I'm thrilled you're here, because today we're uncovering what could be the most significant Pi Network announcement in years. Whether you're watching from Papua New Guinea, United States, India, Nigeria, Philippines, South Africa, Kenya, or anywhere else on this beautiful planet, you can join our community by subscribing and ring notification bell so you never miss an update. Also, comment Pi Network to the moon along with your country. Just 3 weeks ago, John from the Philippines contacted me. She had been mining Pi for over 4 years. Her KYC status showed passed in the Pi browser, but her mining app still said not eligible. She was ready to give up. Then, something incredible happened. Pi Network released a game-changing update on June 19, 2025. It's called the Synchronize Status on Mining app button. Sarah clicked this button, and within minutes, her status updated. She migrated to mainnet the same day. Her 4 years of mining were finally secured. But here's what the whales don't want you to know. This synchronization feature isn't just helping individual miners. It's processing massive numbers of people every single day. The numbers that will shock you. Let me share some incredible statistics that prove Pi Network is accelerating faster than ever. 18 million people have completed KYC. That's more than the population of many countries. Over 8 million of these people have already migrated to mainnet. But here's the most shocking part. Nearly 200,000 pioneers migrated to mainnet in just one day after the new updates. Think about that for a moment. In one day, 200,000 people secured their Pi tokens. That's like the entire population of a major city joining the Pi ecosystem in 24 hours. The whales are spreading negative news about Pi Network for one simple reason. They want to accumulate before the general public realizes what's happening. While retail investors panic about KYC delays, smart money is positioning itself for the open network launch. Look at the current price action. Pi is trading around $0.53, but remember what happened during the Binance listing rumors? The price jumped from 60 cents to $3 overnight. That's a 400% increase in hours, not days or weeks. The whales know that once the KYC bottleneck is fully resolved, there's nothing stopping Pi from reaching mainstream adoption. They're using fear tactics to keep the price suppressed while they accumulate. Let me explain exactly how this new synchronization feature works, in simple terms. Before this update, your KYC status lived in two separate places, the Pi browser app and the Pi mining app. Sometimes these apps didn't talk to each other properly. You could pass KYC in the browser, but the mining app wouldn't know about it. This created a nightmare for millions of users. They had valid KYC approval, but they couldn't access mainnet features or migrate their tokens. The new sync button fixes this communication problem. When you click Synchronize Status on Mining app, it forces both apps to check with Pi Network's main servers. If your KYC is approved, both apps will show the correct status within minutes. Let me share 3 more success stories from our community. Marcus from Germany had been stuck in tentative status for 8 months. He used the sync button and got approved for migration within 2 hours. Priya from India couldn't access the Pi wallet features because her mining app showed the wrong KYC status. One click of the sync button solved her problem instantly. Carlos from Brazil thought he had lost 3 years of mining because his KYC seemed to disappear from the system. The synchronization feature recovered his approved status and processed his migration automatically. These aren't isolated cases. Thousands of success stories are pouring in from every corner of the world. Pi Network extended the KYC deadline to February 28, 2025. Many people think this is bad news, but it's actually brilliant strategy. This extension serves 2 purposes. First, it gives Pi Network more time to process the massive backlog of applications. With 18 million KYC submissions, even the most advanced systems need time to verify everything properly. Second, it ensures fairness. Pi Network doesn't want anyone to lose their tokens because of technical issues or processing delays. The extended deadline protects every legitimate miner. But here's the hidden benefit. It gives early adopters more time to accumulate before the open network launch. Smart investors understand that this grace period is actually an opportunity disguised as a delay. The current circulating supply increases by about 10 million tokens daily as more people complete migration. Some investors worry this will hurt the price, but they're missing the bigger picture. Yes, supply is increasing, but demand is building even faster. Here's why. Every person who completes KYC becomes a verified user in the Pi ecosystem. They can now use Pi for real transactions, participate in the Pi marketplace, and access exclusive features. This creates actual utility, not just speculation. When utility increases faster than supply, price follows upward. Look at Bitcoin's history. During its early years, new coins entered circulation every day through mining. But as more people recognized Bitcoin's utility, demand outpaced supply increases, and the price exploded. Pi Network is following the same pattern, but with much better fundamentals. Bitcoin had no built-in utility beyond being a store of value. Pi Network has a complete ecosystem with apps, marketplace, and real-world use cases. Pi Network has integrated artificial intelligence into their KYC process. This isn't just buzzword marketing, it's solving real problems. The AI system automatically determines when you're eligible for KYC instead of requiring manual applications. It sends you a notification saying, "You're now eligible for KYC, please complete it." But the AI does more than just notifications. It helps identify and fix common errors in applications. Small mistakes that used to cause weeks of delays can now be corrected automatically. This AI system is why we're seeing processing speeds increase dramatically. What used to take weeks now happens in days or even hours. Pi Network introduced 2 more game-changing features. The appeal option. If you submitted wrong information, like an incorrect phone number, you can now appeal and correct your data without starting over. The error correction tool. Small mistakes in your application can be fixed with a simple button click instead of resubmitting everything. These features address the most common complaints from the Pi community. No more waiting months to fix a simple typo. No more losing your place in the queue because of a minor error. What the critics don't understand. Critics love to point out that Pi Network has been in development for years. They act like this is a weakness, but it's actually a strength. Building a global financial network isn't like creating a simple app. Pi Network is creating infrastructure that needs to handle millions of users, thousands of transactions per second, and comply with financial regulations in every country. Compare this to other cryptocurrency projects. Most launch quickly, gain attention, then fade away because they can't handle real-world demands. Pi Network is building for the long term. The careful approach to KYC proves this point. Instead of rushing everyone through verification and dealing with problems later, Pi Network is building robust systems that work correctly from day one. One aspect that makes Pi Network unique is its truly global community. I've received messages from miners in over 100 countries. This isn't just a project for wealthy investors in developed countries. Pi Network is creating financial inclusion on a scale never seen before. People in countries with limited banking access are using Pi to participate in the global economy. This global adoption creates network effects that traditional cryptocurrencies can't match. When your neighbor, your local store, and your service providers all use the same currency system, it becomes incredibly valuable. While everyone focuses on KYC and migration, Pi Network has been quietly building an impressive ecosystem. Pi Browser, a fully functional web browser that connects to the Pi Network Pi Marketplace, where you can buy and sell goods using Pi tokens. Pi Apps, a growing collection of applications built on the Pi platform. Pi Wallet, secure storage and transfer of Pi tokens. This ecosystem development is why the whales are accumulating. They understand that Pi Network isn't just a cryptocurrency, it's a complete digital economy. The regulatory compliance advantage. One major advantage Pi Network has over other cryptocurrencies is its focus on regulatory compliance from the beginning. The KYC process that frustrates some users is actually Pi Network's biggest strength. While other crypto projects worry about government crackdowns, Pi Network is building relationships with regulators worldwide. This compliance-first approach means Pi Network will likely avoid the regulatory problems that have hurt other cryptocurrencies. When governments start requiring KYC for all crypto transactions, Pi Network will already be ahead of the curve. Several major events could trigger significant price movements in the coming months. Open Network launch. When Pi Network officially launches the Open Network, trading volume will explode as tokens become fully transferable. Major exchange listings. With proper KYC infrastructure in place, major exchanges will be more comfortable listing Pi Network. Corporate partnerships. Pi Network's compliant approach makes it attractive for business partnerships that other cryptocurrencies can't secure. Government adoption. Some countries are exploring Pi Network for official use cases, which could create massive demand. We're at a unique moment in Pi Network's history. The technical infrastructure is nearly complete, the user base is massive, and the regulatory framework is solid. But the general public still doesn't fully understand what's being built. This creates an incredible opportunity for early adopters. You can still accumulate Pi tokens before mainstream recognition drives the price significantly higher. But this window won't stay open forever. Once the Open Network launches and trading becomes fully active, prices will be determined by market forces, not early adopter opportunities. Human psychology makes people buy when prices are rising and sell when prices are falling. This is why most people lose money in financial markets. Smart investors do the opposite. They accumulate when others are worried and sell when others are euphoric. Right now, Pi Network sentiment is mixed. Some people are excited about recent developments, while others are concerned about delays and technical issues. This mixed sentiment creates perfect conditions for accumulation. When everyone is optimistic, prices are usually too high. When everyone is pessimistic, prices are usually too low. Mixed sentiment often signals fair value or undervaluation. As more people complete KYC and join the Pi ecosystem, the network becomes more valuable for everyone. This is called the network effect, and it's one of the most powerful forces in technology. Think about social media platforms. Facebook became valuable because your friends and family were already using it. The same principle applies to payment networks and cryptocurrencies. Pi Network is building the largest verified cryptocurrency user base in history. When this network reaches critical mass, the value proposition becomes impossible to ignore. Recent performance improvements show that Pi Network's technical infrastructure is ready for mainstream adoption. 200,000 migrations in one day proves the system can handle massive volume. 18 million completed KYCs demonstrates robust verification capabilities. Synchronization features show the platform can solve user problems quickly. AI integration indicates the system will continue improving automatically. These aren't just impressive numbers, they're proof that Pi Network has solved the scalability problems that plague other cryptocurrencies. So, what does all this mean for you as a Pi Network miner? First, if you haven't completed your KYC yet, now is the time. The new synchronization features make the process smoother than ever. Don't wait until the last minute when everyone is trying to complete their applications. Second, if you're stuck in tentative or pending status, try the new sync button. It has solved problems for thousands of users already. Third, don't let the whales trick you into selling or giving up. While they spread fear publicly, they're accumulating privately. The technical progress we've seen in recent weeks proves that Pi Network is on track for major success. The KYC bottleneck that seemed impossible to solve is now 90% resolved. The infrastructure can handle massive scale. The global community continues growing. The regulatory compliance is ahead of the competition. We're not just close to the open network launch, we're close to mainstream cryptocurrency adoption on a scale never seen before. But remember, success in cryptocurrency requires patience and conviction. Don't expect overnight results. The biggest gains come to those who understand the technology, believe in the vision, and hold through temporary setbacks. If this video helped you understand the latest Pi Network developments, please hit the like button. It helps more people discover this important information. Write Pi Network to the moon along with your country name and flag in the comments. I want to see how global our community really is, and it helps the algorithm show this video to more Pi miners. And don't forget to subscribe with notifications turned on. Pi Network is moving fast, and I'll keep you updated on every major development. Most importantly, share this video with your Pi Network friends. Many miners are still frustrated with KYC problems that could be solved with the information I shared today. Together, we're building the future of digital currency.